When your sweet tooth is calling, this vegan banana cream pie is ready to answer. I love that this recipe is so easy to make. It's a no-bake pie, and I also have a secret ingredient that adds lots of protein to every bite. Hi, I'm Marley. Welcome to my kitchen. Thanks for joining me today. We are going to make this vegan cream pie together. Let's get started. The first step is to make the pie crust. A lot of traditional banana cream pies call for the baked buttery pie crust, but I think that since the filling is no bake, I would like to make the pie crust no bake as well. So that's why we're going to be making an Oreo pie crust, but I am using Golden Oreos. It gets a nice little twist, and I love the flavor that it adds. So I have 24 just regular, not the double stuff, Golden Oreos. We're going to process that until it's a nice sand-like consistency. That looks amazing, smells amazing. So to that, we're going to add 5 tablespoons of melted vegan butter. What I did is just did short bursts to combine it, and you can see this makes a nice thick crust. This is beautiful. I'm using a 9-inch pie pan here. And just flatten it with your hands a little bit to kind of get it equally distributed across the pan. And then I like to come in behind that with a measuring cup and really get it pressed in here, because when you're doing a non-bake crust like this, you want to make sure that it's really pressed into the pan firmly. That's how you know it's going to come out of the pan without falling apart. And I thought I'd mention today I'm using these plant-based, I'm using these Good and Gather plant-based butter sticks. I got these from Target, and I thought I would like to give it a try. I always love trying new vegan products. So once your pie crust is done, it goes into the fridge and it will chill while we make the filling. Next, we're going to make the vanilla pudding that actually is the filling for our pie. So it begins with 1/3 cup of cornstarch. To that, we're going to add 1/2 cup of sugar and around 1/4 teaspoon of salt. I like to give that a stir before I add the liquid ingredients, just to get everything nice and combined. This can kind of help prevent lumps from forming. And to that, I'm going to add 2 cups, and this is soy milk. I like soy milk because it's nice and creamy. Any creamy plant-based milk is going to work here. And obviously we want to stir that rather quickly. What I love about this recipe is you don't have to be too worried about lumps forming, because there is a fail-proof step that's coming up soon. I'm going to show you that in 1 second. So what we're going to do is just bring this to a boil. So this is over high heat. So this is cooked for around 5 minutes, and I stirred it occasionally. As you can see, there's a few lumps in here, but I am not worried about that in the least, and I'm going to show you how we're going to resolve that in a second. Now that we've removed the pudding from the heat, I'm going to add in 3 tablespoons of vegan butter, and just going to use the spatula to break that into pieces and stir that in. That's going to create a very creamy base for our pudding and make the filling just absolutely delicious. My favorite trick in making pudding and not worrying about the lumps is that we are going to be adding this to a food processor. So I think that is always the cure if you're doing anything with cornstarch and it gets lumpy. You can always throw it in a food processor or a blender, or if you've got an immersion blender, that works as well. But today we're going to put it in a food processor, but I'm going to combine it with one of my favorite ingredients, which is Silken tofu. And what I love about this is that it adds a creamy texture and it also gives it a dose of protein. What I like to do is make sure I kind of remove any of the liquid that comes in the container, and then it goes straight into the food processor. As you can see, I haven't even washed out this food processor. I used it to make the graham cracker crust, Anything that's in the crust is going to be delicious in the filling, so this is all good. It's all in the same family. And then we're going to add the ingredients from our cornstarch slurry. Now, obviously we need to add a little bit of vanilla. I'm going to add around a tablespoon because we want to give it a nice vanilla flavor. But I also like it to have a little bit of color. So you've got a couple of options here. You can add a little bit of nutritional yeast flakes. You can see the beautiful color. It's a nice golden color. Maybe like not even a teaspoon. Another option is, believe it or not, turmeric. And we can just add just a little sprinkle of turmeric. And that is going to add a little bit of color to this, which I think is nice. It's only for attractive, you know, you eat with your eyes kind of situation. You can obviously leave it the natural color that it is. It's beautiful. Perfect. Very creamy, very rich. It's nice. Okay. Before we can put this into our pie crust, it's got to chill a little bit because it's still really hot. So what I'm going to do is just cover it and set it aside for about 10 to 15 minutes until this cream filling cools down. Our pie filling is cooling, and so now I'm going to make some vegan whipped cream. And the way I do that is I like to use this Country Crock plant-based whipping cream. And normally I would do around a cup, but let's just see. I'm just using a partial container, so let's see what we've got in here. Yeah, very close to 1 cup. So I'm going to pour this in here. And my favorite trick for making sure that your whipped cream stays, you know, it's got some structure to it, it's nice and firm, is I'm going to add a tablespoon of vanilla pudding. And this is instant pudding. And I like it because it adds sweetness and it also adds a little bit of flavor too. So this is a ½ tablespoon measuring spoon. So I'm going to add 2 of those to equal a tablespoon. And then we're just going to give this a whip it on low to begin with, and then we'll increase the speed. Okay, our whipped cream is done. You can tell that it's ready because it's got nice stiff peaks. It holds its shape really well, and it's going to be perfect on top of this pie. The first step in assembling the pie is we're going to add the chilled filling to the pie crust, and I'm going to add about a cup. The goal is to just have an even layer to spread across the bottom of the crust. We'll smooth that out until it's nice and even. Next, we're going to cut the banana into approximately 1/4 inch slivers, and you'll probably need about 2 bananas to cover the whole pie. Then you're going to place your slices right over that pudding layer. Make sure they're touching all the way around. That way every slice of pie gets a generous portion of bananas. Then we're going to come over that with the remaining pudding. Gently press to make sure that you're getting pudding around each of the banana slices. And I like to make sure I press that pudding right up to the edge. We don't want any bananas exposed to the air because they will have a tendency to turn brown. Perfect. This goes back in the fridge and it's going to chill for around 30 minutes to an hour. This pie has sat in the fridge for a couple hours and now I'm ready to serve it. So the very first thing I'm going to do is do the toppings. I have our whipped cream that we made earlier, and you can absolutely put this in a piping bag and do nice little rosettes around the edge, but I think we're just going to do a nice mound in the middle, kind of an old-fashioned looking banana cream pie today. I'm just gonna spread that around. Okay, and then on top of that, I have some sliced bananas. You definitely don't want to add any fresh bananas unless it's right before time to serve it. But I do like to add these because it lets people know this is a banana cream pie. Perfect. This pie is so beautiful. It smells amazing, and I'm so ready to cut into this. I hope you love this vegan banana cream pie as much as we do. If you decide to make it, leave a comment and let me know. I want to know, are you going to add whipped cream to yours or not? Is it worth the effort to make that whipped cream? I mean, I think it is, but I would love to hear from you. Thanks for joining me today. Until next time. Oh, so creamy. I really love this pie. It's so good. One reason I said we didn't need to worry about lumps in this cornstarch pudding base is because we're going to be using the, I can't think of the name of it. What is this thing? If your sweet tooth is calling, this vegan banana cream cheese pie. Where did I get cream cheese? Oh my God.